Hi, welcome to Cell Whispers.
I'm Liana.
I'm Didin,
and we have something to talk about.
So, we're with our two lovely guests once again. And can we know about your backgrounds, where you're from, what are you studying, your names and everything?
Who are you? Tell me.
I can go first, should I? Okay.
You have
So,
a mic in your hand.
may I? Yeah. So I'm Max. I study business psychology with Joana. I'm 23 now, and I'm Dutch, born and raised.
Amazing, thank you.
As Max said, I'm Joana. I am from Portugal, and I am also a second-year business psych student.
Wow, we have so much in common. That's crazy.
Right?
Well, we have these people on this podcast today because the episode name is The Sunshine State of Mind. And we will be talking about the Netherlands, basically. And oh my God, what a coincidence. We have a Dutch person with us. And we will be talking about, obviously, the weather. And hence, we have a person from, you know, the warmth and the different side of Europe. So, yeah, could you just tell about how it is in your country, Ju, and what did you kind of grow up with and weather-wise and like that type of thing?
Okay.
What are you used to?
Weather-wise, in Portugal, it's always pretty nice weather. I mean, like in the winters, it's rough. There's a lot of wind, a lot of rain, but starting like probably late April, the weather starts getting really nice and it's really sunny. It's completely different. Like the sun is always out. Even if it is raining, the sun is out, I think, which was the biggest thing I noticed with the difference of moving here is that it's raining, but the sun ain't anywhere to be seen.
Yeah.
How did that affect your opinion of staying here? Did you ever want to like go back and be like, no, I can't, I need my son?
I don't think I had like correlated it to the sun. I think obviously I was having seasonal depression. I was very sad, and I did consider leaving. And yeah, I did consider leaving. But at the time, I wasn't thinking like, oh, it's because I don't get sun. It was just, you know, like it was, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
It was one of the elements.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, it was horrible. Seasonal depression gets bad because it's what you like go to class at 9. If you have morning classes, 12, or if you have PM classes, you wake up at 1, and you have class until 4. You leave, it's dark. Like your day is over, and you have nothing to do.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like when the sun goes down, I log out. I'm like, that's it for me. I'm not going to do anything.
Shut down. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I remember the first winter when we came here, I was like, what is happening? Is this going to be like this every day?
This year was a lot better. This
So
year
much
I
better.
didn't notice.
Climate change.
Yay.
No, actually, last year, once it gets started getting dark at 4, I thought like it was a storm, right? I was like, okay, like
it was just once.
yeah, I was like, oh, it's windy too, like a lot of clouds, it's a storm. And the other day, like the day after, I was like, oh,
It just happens.
wow, okay. So
And then it never stopped.
Yeah.
It just kept going up until like
until
June.
May. Yeah, it's like until May. From September to May, you're just kind of like dealing with life.
Well, we are obviously very baffled, but as a Dutch person, tell us, do you think the locals are, you're obviously used to it, but do you think you still get affected by it? And how,
complain.
what is the perspective there?
You never get used to this, I think. It doesn't matter if you were born here. When it rains, your day sucks. It's pretty simple, right? Yeah. So I feel like we deal with it a bit easier because we're used to it. But, I mean, I don't go out feeling good because I'm used to it. It's still rainy, and we like count down the days until summer every year as soon as it starts getting cold.
No, it is kind of obvious because whenever there's one bit of sun, even it's like 13 degrees, everyone's wearing shorts.
Yeah,
and
you'll see people jogging in their underwear. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Even if it's cold, if they can see the sun, they're in summer mode. Even if it's cold.
Boats out.
Everything. It's,
You can see the difference between tourists and people who live here because you see Dutch people like in shorts and you're like, okay, I mean, I feel like we're already kind of accumulated into that kind of culture, getting out of the house.
You think?
I don't know, I was in shorts yesterday.
No, I think
but
sometimes
yesterday
when
was 24 degrees.
Yeah. Okay. Like when I leave the house and when it's warm and I leave the house like dressed as if it's summer, I think that Dutch people are dressed like still like it's winter.
Also, something to mention about dressing for the weather here. You can dress like pretty warm because it feels a little cold in the morning. And then by the time it's 1 p.m., it will be 20 degrees and you're
Yeah.
sweating in your winter coat.
You have to have like
So
3
you take
layers to
everything
take
off,
off.
and then by the time it gets to 4 or whatever, it gets cold again, and then you're like, what? Like
You
at least
really need
between
to-
January until June, you have to
Yeah.
just pack everything. I guess
Yeah.
you just be
Like you need
prepared
to
for
look
anything.
like a cabbage, so like you can take off everything or
Yeah.
wear it, and then
It's awful.
You need to be
It's
fully
horrible.
customizable at every point in your life.
yeah.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
So I personally realize weather is always like a topic of small talk, right? Like when you see someone, oh yeah, it's raining today again, or like, oh my god, the
It's
weather's so
nice,
nice
yeah.
nowadays. Yeah. So do people actually care, or is that just the number one thing they just come up with when they see someone? Or like, hi, yeah, weather is horrible today.
It's the most drama-free way, I think, to start a conversation. Because either it's
That's true.
raining and you say, whoa, it's raining, and you're right, or it's nice and you say, whoa, it's nice, and that's also true.
Yeah.
And I
That's
feel
true.
like it's just a good icebreaker.
I feel like it's to avoid like personal questions they're gonna ask, like, "Are you okay?" You're like, "No, the weather is nice."
Yeah,
What are you
exactly.
talking about?
I just think it's because our mood is so like affected by the weather that I feel like when it's raining or it's sunny, the first thing that comes to mind that you
Yeah.
want to say is like, "Oh my god, it's such a good weather."
And also, we have to appreciate it because we get so
Yeah.
little of it.
Mhm.
When
Yeah.
it does get sunny, your
That's
whole
true.
week is made. Just
No,
that one
it's
day of sun.
That's one thing I love about actually Dutch people in the Netherlands. Well, yeah.
The one.
They like follow the sun. When the sun is out, they're out, and everything's positive. And like, even if the sun isn't out, they still like find a way to like still bike. Like I saw people jogging in the hail. It's like you can take a break, like you can take a 1 day break, but no, they go with their lives, and I really appreciate that you guys stay positive. But how do
Yeah.
you do that?
I think it's sorry, like if I can just say something very quickly and I'll pass the mic. I think it's your reality, right? So it's the same way. Like my reality in Portugal was the sun.
Yeah.
So and I never really noticed how much it affected me until I came here and I was like, oh my god, I took it so for granted.
Yeah.
So I think that crappy weather it's your reality. You know, you just learn to deal with it. But
Yeah, it's like you said, we're so used to it. Like no one gets shocked when it's bad outside. So yeah, it's normal. It's part of it. And also, if you ask anyone about Dutch weather, everyone will tell you it's always rainy. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this, it can only be.
I feel
Decent.
like Germany has the similar weather, right? Or like countries close by, but everyone just complains about Dutch weather specifically.
I feel like because in Germany it snows, doesn't it? It doesn't snow when it's like cold.
well,
This-
not in Harlem, obviously.
Not
Yeah, but it
anymore.
doesn't snow that
Not
like.
anymore.
It used to, yeah.
Did it?
When I was a
Ugh,
youngin',
climate
we would be
Youngin'?
sledding and stuff and ice skating.
Really? Like
back
in
in the
Harlem?
day,
In
every
Harlem?
winter, yeah, every canal was like frozen over.
Okay.
So you'd see people like going to work on their ice skates through the canals because it would be faster than.
That's crazy.
For real, yeah.
I thought that was like a
Oh my
thing that.
God.
In
Oh my-
movies.
No, no.
Climate change.
In Ukraine it snowed a lot. I did
Yeah,
that.
I've never seen snow. So
What?
Ever?
ever.
You?
Do you know what snow is or not?
So you've never
You
seen?
saw it last
movies.
year, but like for this
No.
win.
No,
That
you've
was
never
like
been in like a
fake
like.
Girl, I'm from Portugal. What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, but
You've never been anywhere where snow. You've never seen snow in your life.
no, guys.
Whoa.
wait, that's crazy.
Okay, topic change. We're gonna psychoanalyze you right now.
We're going to plan a trip to like Norway.
I mean, like,
That's
Ski trip.
we went to Grados in Spain, like I think it's the north of Spain. Don't quote me on that; like it's so wrong. But it's in Spain, and we went when I was in 5th grade, and there was like ice. It wasn't even snow; it
There
was
was
literally
ice?
ice.
oh my god.
And then I saw the snow last year, and this year it snowed for a little bit, but I've never seen like the floor covered in
Yeah.
snow,
like the big.
That's
like
called
the actual like
global
Christmassy.
warming.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, next
One day.
winter. Next
We'll-
winter.
we'll go
I'm
skiing next
literally gonna
winter.
drag you somewhere. That's crazy.
Mhm.
This is like I've been sorry off topic. Anyways, since moving here, I feel like when the second winter came, I kind of knew what to expect and kind of prepared myself. Like I actually got vitamin D and did that. Is there anything like when it's really bad that you do, or like anything that you're like, oh yeah, it's winter. Let me like, any tricks?
I'm the worst person for you to ask for a coping
Do you just-
mechanism.
You just stay in bed and
No, actually, I did this last year. Last winter, I bought one on Amazon. It's like a, a lamp that radiates. I don't know, guys. Like rays? Like sun rays? I
Yeah,
don't know. So I bought that, and you just like sit in front of it, and you get the.
Oh,
But
that works.
no, I don't really. I just deal with it, like because there
Okay.
is nothing else to do except just dealing with it.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna let it affect your whole winter, and you spend like 5 months at home doing nothing, like, you know, it's not that deep. It's the rain. Just go outside. It's annoying, obviously, but you learn to just get used to it, and it's. I like sometimes like. The rain is amazing when you're laying in bed watching a show and you hear the rain
And you're
outside.
Like, yes, let me light up some candles.
Yeah, super like
romanticize
Gilmore
life.
Girls. I'm
Yes.
like, ooh.
Cozy.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's worse things.
Oh yeah.
Like the wind. The wind.
Okay.
The
wind.
The wind.
Oh, okay. Let's talk
Is
about
the worst
wind.
thing.
It's
No,
a nightmare because you can be so
Yeah.
prepared for the rain with your umbrella and everything, and all it takes is one good wind
Oh my
for it
God,
to
I
ruin
forgot
everything.
about the wind.
actually, it's so horrible because I do have problem with rain and cloud, of course, and the cold, but without wind, they're fine, right? They're
Yeah.
copable. Yes, they're
Copable.
copable. But last year, I swear to you, I'm not a small person, right? I couldn't walk through the bridge.
You have to fight against
Yes.
the wind to walk
Like
up
it
the
was like
bridge.
his.
I find it
Yes.
kind of
Miserable.
fun. It's like,
And
but
then
if
when it
it's
starts
warm,
raining and it's windy and you get assaulted with rain in your face and it hurts.
Like
so
it
bad.
hits you in the face, like it's slapping you across
Literally
the face all the
painful.
time.
no, but it also sneaks
Yeah.
in when it's warm. You see it's 24 degrees and you come out and it's windy and it's still not that warm.
Yeah.
That's what really.
I mean, I feel
Makes
like
me
the
sad.
The wind during summer, I've always been used to because it's always really windy in July and August in Portugal. But it's the rain with the wind that
Yeah.
screws me over. Like, especially when I wear my glasses and I can't see. I walk around just not being able to see. Like, and then I have to take them off and I still can't see. It's horrible.
If any students that want to come to this university in this country are watching, it's not that bad. I promise.
Yeah, like you deal with it.
It's
like,
not-
we're
it's
just
fine, it's
exaggerating.
And now it's not bad because global warming really hit the Netherlands, I think.
Yeah, now it's okay. But also to complain about the weather makes it a lot more dealable. Like you said, how do you
Yeah, we
cope
just
with the
love
bad weather? You just
complaining.
complain about it to everyone.
Yeah.
It's
This
complaining
weather is
is
awful. Usually it's a coping mechanism when you're in the
Yeah.
elevator and someone says the rain is bad. They're just trying to give it.
It's
a
like that all
place.
the time. You complain about the thing you can't change, and you still can't change, but then you share it, and
Yeah,
then
you
it
feel better,
becomes
right?
bearable.
I feel
Yeah.
ranting and getting the frustration out is a human need. Like, you need to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of human relations.
And
So-
it's honestly like it's a
Relationships, not
really
relationships.
nice icebreaker. Like when introduction days happen, everyone goes like, "Yeah, the wind is horrible, the weather's horrible.
Yeah.
How do you think like?"
yeah, and then you all
coping with
bond
it?"
in your misery. It's
Yeah, and
I mean,
And
what
yeah,
else is
that's
there
the
to
thing.
do?
You're never alone.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. Also, like, you're literally everyone's going through it.
Mm.
Everyone that you're around is
Yeah.
going through the same thing. So
I
you're
feel
never
like
alone in it.
we as students have so many problems that are like the same. Like we have housing, jobs, weather, and then we all kind of are all together with it.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
the blue envelopes in the.
Oh
Sorry, I'm sorry to bring them up.
no.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
how do you,
If you know, you know.
Move on. Move on.
how do you
How
feel
I
about
deal
that?
with taxes? How I deal with taxes?
Yeah. blue envelopes, by the way, are taxes for anything and everything in the Netherlands. That's
taxes that are like 300, 400 euros.
yeah, they're not like
Yeah.
1-2 euros, never.
Yeah, you pay for everything. Like everything. Every
I-
small thing you get a tax return for or a letter. You have to pay for your trash can in the street. You
Oh
have to-
yeah.
yeah, you have to pay for other people to use your roads. It's
And
awesome.
now you have 365 rights to like the times you can put your trash into the trash can.
Oh
And
yeah,
where you
that's
can-
crazy.
BS because like
that should
what
be
do you
illegal.
I need to take out what like
Yeah.
what if I have a lot of trash
I,
I need
like
to take
accumulate
out
your
my
trash and then throw it, I guess.
Wait
I
until the new
ca-
year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so Becca, one of our friends, she went
Wish she
to.
was here right now.
She's behind the camera. She went to take out the trash right at the apartment, and the trash was full. So she just left the trash next to the trash can because what else are you supposed to do? Like, are you gonna take the trash back inside? Obviously not. But apparently, you're legally required to in the Netherlands. And she had a package in the trash with her name on it, and 3 cops show up at the door, being like, "We're looking for Rebecca," and she was like, "Yeah, that's me." And she got fined 120 euros for leaving her trash next to the trash can.
They dug through her trash like a raccoon, seriously, looking for names.
Bro, they were like, who is this girl?
Oh my god.
We need, like, do you not have anything better to do?
Oh, I have my own trash story. Let's share. Okay, so I live on the ground floor in the dorms, and my window is a beautiful view of the trash bins. I see everyone. Anyways, so one time I'm just sitting on my desk, at my desk, studying, and this woman with a very weird dog starts knocking at.
Right?
Is that the skinny weird? Yeah.
I find them cute.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
in the circumstances, none of it was cute. And she starts knocking on my door, and I'm a curious girl. I'm like,
No, on your window.
oh, my window. Yeah. She starts knocking on my window, like, and I'm sitting right at the window. I'm like, let me speak to the woman. Why not? She knocks on my window, and I literally get on the table because my windows are like this.
Yeah.
So I have to get on the table to open the window. So I'm already in a weird position. And I'm like, oh, hi. She starts speaking in Dutch. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hello, English. And she's like, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, English. And she starts saying, look at this. She points at the trash cans as if I'm the trash, queen out here. She's like, look at.
right here, so I'm in charge of
Oh, I'm the watcher.
Yeah, watchman.
Her window's always open. Be like, no, separate it. Glass.
I have like binoculars and I'm sitting there looking who's throwing.
Anything better to do.
Oh.
You're just watching everyone take out the trash.
Yeah,
course.
kind of. Anyways, and then she's like, look at this, like, this is unacceptable. And I start like being like, yeah, I know, like, this is crazy. And then she starts blaming it on me. She's like, can you tell them? And I'm like, do you want me to tell 200 people that live in our dorms? Hi guys, this woman came up to my window. Please, don't do it. And then she points at one of the furnitures and she's like, see, people of my, like, level or something like that, I know they wouldn't have this furniture, but I know that someone who's starting up would. And I'm like, so you're calling us poor? Cool. I went and got that furniture. It's in my house right now. It's my shoe rack. Anyways,
It's really cute, actually.
yeah, it's cool. Like, I got my shoes there. Anyways, and then she's like, okay, well, let someone know. And she also bothered my neighbor Sean also, because he's also living there, and he's also obviously the bin watcher. Anyways, I texted the group chat, nothing changed, but I never saw her again. But apparently she's bothered many people. Everyone knows her weird.
Like 3 of our friends, I think.
I don't know. Anyways.
Honestly,
To bring it back to the convo, like, that is very Dutch actually. Like, this is a good example of how Dutch people are generally.
And it would be okay to speak to me through my window, just,
Yeah, I get the frustration. Like, I do.
Obviously.
Really,
Because-
though? Really?
Yes, because
Really?
you leave trash, because the thing is, it's different here in the dorms. Because there's people that are disgusting, bro. And they leave their trash next to it. And I'm like stepping. Yeah, I'm stepping to go take out my trash and my slippers are getting wet.
Yeah.
And they're getting dirty. It's
No,
disgusting.
I see like eggshells on the ground. Like,
Yeah.
put your egg in a
Yeah.
no, I swear some
Bag.
people just, like, actually from their windows throw the trash there.
Bro,
I
you
understand
get
leaving
fried.
your
Like,
phone.
I would get it if you leave a closed trash bag next to it and it's not, like,
Yes,
it's
if you,
not
like-
gonna rot.
Yeah.
But, like, sometimes it gets to a point where it's, like, even it bothers, I'm not living here anymore, but it bothered me. Like, it was disgusting.
That's the thing with the furniture. Is what are you supposed to do? Fit it inside?
No, the furniture,
Can't really do
you're
that.
also, like, why would you ever throw it out? There might be someone who needs it, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or wants it. Like, just leave it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. No, that's
So
very
many
Complaining about
people-
that is crazy.
I think this is also very Dutch, by the way. So many people just leave their furnitures. Like, I have a monitor I got from
Yeah,
the
that's
trash.
I took, like,
crazy.
I know
4
two
chairs from the
people-
trash.
I know 2 people who has big couches from the trash. Like, it's great. It's like an
It's-
open auction.
Another man's treasure.
Exactly.
This has been, I think, the most beneficial thing from the Netherlands. We've just been picking up stuff. It's beautiful. It's lovely. I have a, what's
And
it called?
they're
Foosball. What is it called?
Yeah,
football
table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah, my chairs that I got was super cute. Like, even engraved with little flowers, wood chairs.
Look at that.
Period.
So it's not all bad. It's
I
actually
get
cool.
free things from the trash, guys.
Hey, all
But you pay 400 euros for the trash taxes.
Moving forward with the weather, because there's so much to talk about the weather.
so much.
Do you feel like the weather, like being so beautifully horrible,
For-
affects people's social lives, like how they like their activities, how they like communicate and bond or socialize, or like do you think like in Portugal and in the Netherlands they're like different hobbies or socializing?
I don't know. Here, I feel like a lot of people here, when it gets bad and rainy, they don't go outside because, like, what do you do, right? You're not gonna sit on a terrace or go to the beach. Your best choice is to play a board game at home or something. But I notice generally in the winter, I see my friends a little less because there's less to do. So you're more likely to just sit at home and rot watching a TV show or something.
That's true.
And usually I want that more too, because if it's bad outside and it's been bad outside for weeks, I can't muster up the energy to do anything serious generally. So yeah, it's a bit of saving energy. It's also a bit of it's not fun to do anything, you know. But I mean, where there's a will, there's a way, right? If you want to see your friends, you can figure something out.
Yeah. Do you think that affects like the nightlife? That's why
No.
it's no.
That's one thing that never changes. Like, no matter the weather, there will always be people running to the bars and stuff.
Because if you want to go out and get drunk and go clubbing, you're gonna go. It
No,
doesn't
yeah,
matter
yeah,
if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
shit-
No,
it's bad weather.
One for one now.
I meant like because it's bad weather. Do you think people go out more at night? Because I feel like they kind of do
'cause
just
you
to
have,
like
'Cause you're in-
balance the thing
yeah.
out. Because all day you were in bed and like, late at night it doesn't matter if it's cold because you're drunk. You don't feel the
Yeah.
cold.
And you're also inside most of the time, I guess.
I've felt that a lot. Like we haven't. I mean, I personally haven't gone out ever since it got warm because I'm out the whole day doing something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
It gets to the end of
actually.
the day, I don't have energy to like go out to in the center, go get drunk.
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't
in
have energy
winter
to do
we
it.
have nothing to do.
Yeah, in the winter it's like we are in class and then we do nothing else, so we
Yeah.
might as well go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True, actually. Would you guys like to play a game? It's called Believe It or Not.
Yes.
Okay, so we have 2 facts for you, and both of them may be fake, both of them may be true, one of them may be fake, one of them may be true. Anyways, would you like to guess? It's about Dutch culture, Dutch
Okay.
stuff.
Well,
If-
that's
I feel like I will be cheating.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
It's
niche.
okay.
If you know this, I'll be amazed.
Yeah.
actually.
Okay, do you want to do the first one?
Dutch football fans once dumped orange dye into a canal to celebrate a big win, but the city fined them when it clogged the filters.
True. That's so happened.
I would say true, but also I can't think of any filters in canals. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, what would it clog?
Because it goes into the sewage water, no?
I don't think the canals are connected to the sewage. I hope not. That would be pretty
I
problematic.
I feel like those canals might be connected to everything.
Everything.
Like,
Honestly, maybe. No,
I think-
I think false.
false.
Okay, so you say false, you say true.
And the winner is.
Wait, let's reveal after the second one.
Okay.
Okay, second one.
Okay.
A cow escaped a slaughterhouse, swam across a canal, and ran through the city for hours before being rescued. Locals called it the rebel cow. Is that?
Yes, didn't this happen recently?
Oh.
Yeah, I think this happened to.
niche.
Yeah. This happened recently, right?
What?
Okay, maybe I'm making that up. I think it's true.
Okay.
I think it's true as well.
Well,
Okay.
yes, it is.
What was the other one
Whatever.
true?
No.
Okay, but that's so. Okay. Can I have a rematch?
The Dutch wins.
We can play another game, but you're not gonna win anything.
Oh, I want something now.
What?
Do you want a can of Rebel that you got?
Get his money back.
Yeah, for the deposit, yeah.
Would you like to play Would You Rather?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would love to, actually.
Okay. So first question: only eat Dutch snacks forever, or only cook them forever?
I don't get this one.
Like, you're either eating bitterbollens for the rest of your life, or you're cooking bitterbollens for the rest of your life.
But you're still eating them.
No, you're just cooking it and
Oh.
It's the only thing I cook.
leaving it. Yeah.
Oh.
It's the only thing you like. Imagine a dystopian world where there's only bitterbollens left. Okay.
Okay, so you can only eat, like consume
Yeah.
Dutch food, or you can only cook, but you don't have to
Yeah.
eat it. Can you eat the rest?
Gun to my
the
head.
Other things?
Gun to your head.
Come on.
This is a big one. So if you only cook them, you can't cook anything else.
Yeah.
You can only cook bit. But how am I gonna I can only okay, but
I
does
didn't think
microwaving
deep
count as
this deep
That's
writing the
cooking.
question, honestly.
yeah? So I only get to eat like snacks and stuff.
Yeah, so eat, I guess.
You can eat that beautifully smelling, interesting.
Can you
think
get takeaway
I will pass. Yeah. I
on
pass.
everything?
Yeah, pass.
Pass.
Yeah.
Gun to your head.
Too
Okay.
difficult.
Okay. Fair.
Well, I didn't know that was an option. All right then. Would you rather live on a houseboat, on a canal, or in a really tiny apartment in the city center? That probably costs like 3,000 euros a month.
Okay, but are we taking rent? into
No, we're
consideration?
not.
So this one is difficult because the houseboat
Yeah.
might sound ideal, but I don't know if you've ever seen the videos of like big
The
boats
way-
passing,
yeah.
and your whole TV falls over, all your covers fall over.
No, absolutely not. Imagine the winds.
Yeah, a small apartment in the city center.
I'll go for a boat. Yeah, I would.
All
love a
right.
houseboat, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I would also.
I would get so seasick, I feel.
Oh my god, yeah. I would have to be
I would-
constantly on, what is it called? The
Nausea
pills. Yeah.
I would get so claustrophobic in a tiny apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but how
Right.
tiny are we speaking?
Like a square.
Like,
Like
The
a
podcast
room.
Without
no,
that.
Houseboat. What? No, I could,
I'd
like
love to.
this, live in. I mean,
This
that's
is
dorms.
fine.
that's the dorms, kind of. The small
Yeah.
dorms.
Imagine smaller though. You don't get this
Only the
luxury
one
in the
half,
city
only the
center.
kitchen half.
You only have the bed.
No.
That's it.
I would go insane.
Yeah.
First of all, how am I gonna fit all my things in there?
Oh yeah.
You can sleep on your
On all my clothes.
okay. This one's a tough one, I think. Deal with constant trade delays
It gets worse.
or have to take all your trips by bike, no matter how far.
Train
Both
delays.
of those are already real for me.
That's his reality.
Yeah, but the train delays get like really bad. Like you never know. Oh yeah. Like which one?
All trips by bike though. Like that.
Yeah, but imagine you have to
That's
go
only-
to
Yeah, but
like
also-
Eindhoven.
Yeah, imagine it's windy.
Yeah, and
Can I
bike.
get an
You have,
e-bike? May
like
I?
we have to bike to the like
Sure.
lake. Oh yeah.
Oh.
If I get an e-bike, I'll do it by bike.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's a good
I
hack of
agree.
the question.
Yeah. Wow, you guys are just finding loopholes.
Just finding loopholes and I just agree with it. Yeah.
That's my jam.
I think he found the loophole living here and like
Oh yeah, that
Well,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of have to. That's all the living here is about, finding loopholes. I like that. All right, the last one. Live in Amsterdam, but in the most chaotic part of Amsterdam, or live in a village where there's nothing to do, like a small remote village, or like
Like-
center.
you have a cow.
Like Amsterdam
The rebel
Central, like that type of
Yeah.
Like peak.
remote. Put me in the village. I'll have a little farm
Aw,
Me too.
How are you gonna get
same.
anywhere?
with my electric bike. What?
I think I'll go for Amsterdam life. 'Cause I'll
What?
be okay.
No.
First time I went to Amsterdam,
But
my
you-
life I had a huge panic attack.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that's because you're a man.
Gagged.
No, genuinely, like I think
No,
you
yeah.
would feel so much safer living in Amsterdam as a man. As a woman, never.
Yeah.
Enough. I
Yeah.
can't even imagine.
Never.
I don't think
Amsterdam.
I've ever walked in Amsterdam alone, no matter if it's like night or day. I'm scared. Because everyone's like in another dimension
Yeah.
There's so
of
many
mindset.
tweakers in Amsterdam.
And also,
Yeah.
like, I get off the train and I like immediately
I'm
am
overstimulated.
anxious.
yeah, me too.
I take one step off the
Yeah.
train. I'm like,
I feel like I'm just constantly
Amsterdam-
aware of everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need
Yeah.
to see everything.
Amsterdam really has that effect. No matter what I do in Amsterdam, it might be just going to one singular cafe and coming back. I'm tired.
exhausted, yeah.
I'm dying. I feel
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
like
True.
Like my clothes don't fit. Like
Yeah.
everything. The lights are so bright.
it's crazy because like I think this like sounds a bit too how do you call it, like not arrogant, but people have Amsterdam in their bucket
Yeah, like
bucket
we're
list
thinking-
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, people have this awesome idea of Amsterdam, like, oh, it's really cool and you
Yeah.
can do anything you want. There's
Like
drugs,
they come
etc.
from
That's let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what it's known
what
Yeah.
for, you know,
the
big city.
people know Amsterdam for the red light district and the drugs,
Yeah.
nothing else. Canals, yeah, no,
If
like
that's the image of your city, you can imagine what it feels like walking around at night.
Yeah.
Like it's,
yeah.
I think it's also because we all have, a bit of anxiety. So Amsterdam is a bit worse. But still, like, when I came first in Amsterdam, I literally was like, nah. And I lived in a big city, like, bigger than Amsterdam, but it's just it's not only tourists, but on top of that, tourists as well. Like when it's night and everyone is like, oh my God, Amsterdam, like let's go crazy. And they go crazy. And we have to be like, oh, okay, cool, guys.
I think that's like what you just said. I think that's the point. I don't feel when I'm in Amsterdam, I never feel like it's the Dutch people. It's always a tourist. And I feel
I've never
weird.
hear people talking Dutch in Amsterdam.
But like, I feel weird saying that because aren't we tourists?
I mean,
Nah, you're expats. It's different.
I mean, I'm not an expat. I'm anyway. Like, there's the expat is like when you work. Right? And then you come with, like, imagine your company has, like, an extension in Amsterdam. Anyway,
And you're studying, you're doing something.
Like,
we
know more about the culture than they do.
Yeah, it's because I think that's the issue, is that they don't understand Dutch culture.
Yeah.
They don't try to, which I think is weird. I think if you go and visit a country, like, you should always try to immerse yourself in anyway, whatever. I think that's what makes it different, because I feel like if Amsterdam was the Dutch culture that we experience here in Haarlem, I think it'd be completely different. There wouldn't be as much chaos. And
But Haarlem and Amsterdam is like 15 minutes apart, and they're so
the biggest
different.
No, because Amsterdam is made for the tourists that come here for the crazy stuff.
Exactly.
It's literally you walk past like every single
souvenir store.
It's everything. So
Half of
it's
our national income comes from just a coffee shop.
True.
So they come for this and they get it. It's very excessively everything, and it's like all the lights and everything. It's like made for the crazy. Like, oh my God, let's go to Amsterdam for a night and go crazy.
It's like the Amsterdam, like.
Yeah, I feel like that's every like crazy touristy city, because Amsterdam is like one of the,
I would argue Amsterdam is kind of like the Vegas of Europe.
Yeah,
people come there for sex, drugs, and all
yeah.
stuff.
I agree.
Especially for like Europe, like backpackers and stuff like that. You always go to like Amsterdam and do a little, let's fun little detour.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I was gonna say, you said it's any big city, but I was gonna say I never felt like that in Lisbon. And even like the tourists, they don't try to immerse themselves into Portuguese culture. But I don't know. I feel it so much more in Amsterdam. I don't know if it's more people go to Amsterdam.
It's also Amsterdam is small,
and it's also so flat. I think that's the issue, because okay, think about it. First of all, she's from Portugal. I'm from Turkey. They're like.
There's like hills that are like 90 degrees.
Like here, when you stand somewhere, you can see like 5 kilometers ahead of you.
Yeah.
So it's all people. Wait,
that's really true. Yeah.
You just see everyone and everything in like a wide.
Because you're constantly there.
Yeah.
Wait,
like
that's
no matter
crazy.
how much you walk, like maximum amount of like hill is like this big of a hill, like going to the canal.
What is called a hill would be like a mountain here.
yeah. People will be like, okay, we're gonna go hiking. Where are you going? Like, on top of the city.
Going into the dunes a little.
I think even like the dunes, like close to Bloemendaal, is like too much for Dutch people.
And those are flat dunes.
All we can walk up is stairs. That's all we know.
Yeah, I think that might be the thing.
And the steep stairs.
In Amsterdam, speaking of Amsterdam, imagine living in your little condo in the hypothetical, and then you have to get up the stairs drunk.
Like,
I think I would die.
You're the one that said you wanted to live in a small apartment in Amsterdam.
No, you said both.
My reality in Amsterdam. Sketching out the life for myself.
Yeah, it's a great culture. There are so many things, like so many like starter pack elements that makes Netherlands. Like you can actually point out things, because like I don't know if you can do that with every culture. Like you can, but with the Netherlands, I think it's very like obvious. You can point out like steep stairs, flat. Cheese.
It's very particular.
People, you know.
Especially, I feel like because we're in North, I feel like it's Amsterdam, Haarlem. It's also, the city is similar. So we're it's the same.
It's just different sizes.
Yeah. Whenever I go anywhere in the Netherlands, I'm like, I feel like I remember this place, but no, that's the first time I'm there. It just looks exactly the same. Like,
and I think the people are also all very similar. I think Dutch people, I don't know, like I ask from you.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing that differentiates our cities. If you go south, if you go south, it's a big difference. Because generally in the south, people are more jolly, they're more drinky, more open, more social.
Really?
And then when you come to Haarlem, you might have noticed the people here are much more closed off.
Yeah.
They're a lot more private. They tend to be more in their own little world. It depends on where you go.
Interesting.
No, actually, it's fine. You can go.
Considering all that we talked about, everything, do you think, for you too, do you think you could live in the Netherlands for the rest of your life?
The rest of my
I
life?
mean, if that was an option, you know.
Like at least like a couple of more years after you graduate.
Yeah, I think I
Big jump.
Are you sure you want to?
Well, no, I don't think anyone
sure.
wants to live in one country for the rest of their
the
lives.
rest of my life I'd never.
But start off your life
I
after
want to.
university.
I want to. After university, I want to stay here and start up a bit and work. Also, because the weather is crappy, but also Dutch people pay very well. Salaries here are amazing, especially compared to salaries in Portugal. So I would 100% stay. I am staying after uni, just for 2 years, 3 years, just to save up some money to travel, get work experience, and then go back home.
What do you?
I could. I definitely could. You know, I've been here for long enough now. I know how to deal with it. Part of me is like, I want to get out because I've been here for so long and I want to see the world and stuff.
True.
But I feel like we have it figured out very well. Like anything you would want to do, except for maybe hiking, but everything in work or in professional life you want to do, we have options to do it, I think. And no matter which branch you want to go into, there's so much opportunity here, as well as technical, psychology, everything. So I could definitely live the rest of my life in the Netherlands, for sure.
That's a really good answer, both of
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
That's a
great guess.
answer, actually.
Psychology, we have a way with words.
That's true. That's
yeah.
true. Are you manipulating us right now?
All the time.
Oh my god. Are we part of your psychological little experiment?
Everyone is.
Okay.
This is the nature of studying psychology. Everyone is just
Oh god.
part of our
Yeah, I
experiment.
think this is very off topic. You can cut if you want to, but
Keep it.
I think knowing anything about psychology or like going to therapy or studying psychology, you automatically like analyze everyone and everything.
It's just masked autism.
Yeah.
We use our autism for good.
True.
And I was telling I'm sorry. I was telling Becca this morning when we were walking here. It's that anyone that has any type of mental health issue or any illness or whatever, they study psychology. I don't think you're ever going to find one psychology student that doesn't have something wrong with in their head. I'm sorry, like I just because I feel like you have to be exposed to that to have an interest in it. And when you start learning about why things happen, then you like, and obviously with your friends, like sometimes you say things. I'm like, oh, that's why. It's
so much
natural.
sense.
Yeah. I think since we learn about it and talk about it so much, it's automatically
That's
in
true.
our heads.
That's true.
For sure. Well,
We can talk more,
but I think we talked enough.
And
Potentially.
we really appreciate the time you took from your lives and
Thank you so much.
gave it to us, and it was really fun. You're amazing guests.
Yes, so happy to have you.
I
Very
had so much fun.
very
Yeah.
smart,
Yeah.
very insightful,
Thank you.
beautiful.
Yes.
Shout out to the trash lady.
Shout out to the trash lady for sure.
Shout out to
Thank you
to
for asking us to come
course.
on.
Of course.
Thank you for considering.
Of
We-
course.
And-
when we think about, okay, we need something about weather. Sunny. Which is coming.
Shoes gotta
Because
go.
I'm always the one interviewing. If not, I would speak about it. But I'm always talking about this. I don't know why.
And in the next episode, we will be talking: is technology ruining your future?
Or threatening our future.
Threatening.
More less scary.
Well, is it? I don't know. You'll find out next episode.
Yes.
Don't miss it.
And you don't want to miss this one. So if you made it this far, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank you so
watching, and we'll
much.
see you on the next episode. Bye bye.
Lovely. Great. I had so much fun. I love that. How long was that?